Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening or good morning, whatever time it is where you are. A very warm welcome to Philbert Flies and to this afternoon's flight. We are flying the FSLabs Airbus A319 from Belgrade to Amsterdam Schiphol. And I'm hoping that it'll go better than our flight in did. I've fixed a few problems with Prepar3D. Did a little test flight yesterday, which I streamed on Discord with Dingo and Marcus watching. And yes, I think I've got to the bottom of all the problems. I'm not 100% sure. We shall see. That'll make it exciting. So a very warm welcome to everyone who's here already. I'm going to go up to the top and greet you all. Dingo, Ryan, Tukiem, Omer, who else? We've got Spectacular Flying, Mike from the Costa del Cumbra. I missed your message, Mike. Very warm welcome to you. Who else is here? We have Scott, hello. Caffel, nice to see you. Jason, a very warm welcome. Lovely to have you back home and in the fold. And who else? Is that everyone? Have I caught everyone? Parache, no, I didn't see you there. Welcome. Reed Hopewell, these afternoon sessions are great. Good, I'm pleased. Yeah, I like to do a mixture of afternoon and evening stuff. We're also expecting a guest appearance from Harrison, who we haven't seen for a very long time. But I don't think he's made it here just yet. Oh, yeah, there he is! There he is! No sooner do I say it than he appears. Yeah, the A319 is a great plane. Very fun to fly, very slippery, quite hard to slow down, I've found. But yeah, it's nice. Spectacular Flying. Does GSX come to MSFS 2020? It is going to. They're working on it, I believe. Apogee, hello to you as well. Your first P3D stream. Well, I'll try and make it a good one for you. And Zed Lively Vids. Well, a great turnout. Thank you all for being here. Let's get on board and do some flying. Well, not some flying, but let's do some setting up. And I'm going to take it slow today because last time I missed out a fair few things. So we're going to make sure that I do everything properly. Or I'll try my best to anyway. So we're going to go to the AOC init page. And we are going to use the JU40 Victor. It's automatically detected it. We're going to do init data request, and that should import our flight plan into the sim. With a bit of luck. Yes, it has. LYBE to EHAM. We are indeed expecting a 2-hour flight today. Initialization received. Marvellous. Next thing we're going to do is go back to the AOC menu. We haven't yet got our flight plan, but we can go straight over to OFP data. Double check this against the flight plan that I did on SimBrief. Let me just do that for real. Are we expecting 8,300 kilograms of fuel? Yes, we are. Trip fuel 4853. Yeah, that sounds about right. So we'll get the refueling underway. So all we have to do is click this button, and GSX will work its magic by bringing a fuel truck over and filling us up. No, that's not the one. That changes it between GSX instant and manual. I'll go back to GSX, and then we'll click send. And yeah, it'll take a while to get here. GSX window gets brought up automatically. Fuel truck gets called, and we'll watch a bit of the refueling when it arrives. You're pleased to be back. You've been harassed daily by the quarantine. Really? Wow, that's I didn't know they were phoning every single day. In a way, that's awful, and it is harassment. In another way, I'm sort of glad they're keeping tabs on things. Not you, because you can be trusted, but others can't. Test tomorrow. Excellent. Excellent. And then you'll be able to have a life again. Long time I've been stuck watching all the streams post-upload. Yeah, I'm really glad you can make it, Harrison. It's lovely to have you back. You're eating lasagna and watching me live. Best thing ever. Good, I'm pleased. Does sound like a great combination. Turgay Turk, hello to you. Welcome. Right, so we've done that. Now, we should, if we look up by now, have a company message notification. So we'll go back to the AOC menu and go to received messages. And not only do we have one, but we have two. So we need to look at the load sheet, check that through, and check that we can accept it. This is basically what our flight plan says, all of the weights and balances, passenger numbers, etc. So we're expecting 139 passengers, which is a good load, really, I'd say, for this route. So we'll accept that, go back, read the message, which will be our slot notification. So this gives us a confirmed takeoff time of 15:30 Zulu, which is when the real flight left, I believe, or should be. And our estimated off blocks time is 15:10. So in about half an hour's time. I can tell you now we probably won't quite be ready to make that because we'll be refueling and we can't load the baggage while refueling's going on. But it doesn't really matter. We can now go and set up the FMGC. And this has all been imported from SimBrief automatically. We are cruising at flight level 360. We're not going to use a cost index of 5. SimBrief gives you pretty random cost indexes. We're going to use 20 because this is a full service carrier, Air Serbia, and I don't really expect it would fly quite that efficiently. I may be wrong, but I'm usually not. And now we can fill in check our flight plan page and set up for our departure. So I've done the weather using vPilot, and we're expecting winds 340 at 10 knots. So we're going to be taking off from runway 30, and we're going to be following the Tuva 2 Victor SID. Tuva 2 Victor. So we'll insert that. And we're going to start the FS2 crew pre-flight events. Too many windows. Pre-flight. Run pre-flight events. And the first officer's going to do his flow to set up the cockpit. He does quite a lot more than he does in Flight Crew A320. But we have to do a little bit as well. Even now you can hang for 25 minutes until only... 25 minutes. That's a tantalising taste, Harrison. Mark, hello. Nice to have you here. I'm glad you could make it. What's up, Apple fan? Mike, you were called Mike and you changed your name. I do remember you. It's lovely to have you back. We've got a quiz. Do I like Singapore Airlines? Never flown on them, don't know much about them, but I hear they're very good. Milos, you're back. Hello. I'm really pleased you could make the return leg. Well, not really the return leg because we're going somewhere different. But it's nice to have you here. You've done that before too at work. Really, I think this should be broadcast across Paddington Station to entertain the waiting passengers, Jason. Next flight, Amsterdam Schiphol to Rotterdam. You'll be there for 100% of the flight. Yeah. Just had the second lesson for your recreational pilot's license. Oh, nice. How's it going? I'm really glad you're enjoying it. I'm really glad you're enjoying it. I don't have any Jakarta scenery, no. I have done a flight from Dubai. In fact, I've done 2 flights. I flew from Dubai to Islamabad, and prior to that, I flew from Cairo to Dubai. Hello, Matt. Welcome, welcome. Is this a new flight crew mod? This is, well, it's a whole different sim, Argent. So I'm flying Prepar3D, and it's the same company that does Flight Crew A320 for MSFS. But their FSLabs FS2 crew product is quite a lot more detailed because they're just able to do more with it. For example, you may have heard the APU starting up, and that's something that the first officer does at this point in his flow. And while he does that, we're going to align our ADIRs. We're going to make sure the lights are all set up correctly, so nav and logo lights are set to position 1, which is fine. We don't need external power now that the APU is online. We'll leave the fuel pumps off for now until fueling has been completed, and we'll leave the seatbelt sign off for now as well for the same reason. So let's move on back down, and what we'll do is get our figures for the init B page from that load sheet that we had a look at. So I tend to use both CDUs for this. It just makes life a little bit easier. So go to the ATSU page, AOC menu. That's weird. Ah, there we are. Took its time, but it got there. Receive messages. Load sheet. So our zero fuel weight is going to be 58.8 tons, rounded up. And our zero fuel weight centre of gravity is the MAC figure here, which is 31.3. And our block fuel, I
ground
think
from
that's
cockpit.
in there.
Go
Is it
ahead.
not coming?
Confirm
Yes.
chocks
8.3
Chocks are
tons.
in.
Roger.
So that's our init B page done. There will be really good freeware planes in MSFS 2026. I hope so. I really hope so. I never knew your real name either, Dingo. I really struggle when I first learn someone's real name to not call them what I called them before. So I'm going to keep calling you Dingo for now. And I'll practice a little bit with Andrew. When's the face reveal? I'm not going to be streaming with a webcam to Kim. I don't want to do it unless I get £1 million in donations or 1 million subscribers. That's the target. Then I will. Hello, Zach Gaming 8211. Welcome. A bit cartoony in the cockpit. Yeah, the textures aren't as good. It doesn't look as pretty.
I'm out for the walk around.
When did I start YouTube? Last August, I think it was. Right, now we've done that, we can go over to our AOC menu on here and we can get our performance figures. So yeah, you know, it's not going to look anything like as good as MSFS, Jason, ever. But it is such a complete study level, full-featured simulation of the A319 that I can forgive it its visual foibles. I'm talking weird today, I don't know why. Right, performance request. So we're taking off from runway 30. The QNH here is 1011. No, it's not, that's in Amsterdam. It's 1015. Wind is 270 The temperature is 14 degrees. No, that's also in Amsterdam. Temperature is 27 degrees. Imagine that, those of you in Western Europe. Crazy. We can put in our estimated takeoff weight, which is going to be 64.9, I think. Yeah, 64.9. And our estimated MAC TOW is going to be 29.5%. That's our takeoff trim, basically. Well, it's our centre of gravity, which we use to set our takeoff trim. We can choose here whether we want anti-ice on, whether we want packs on or off, whether the runway is wet, and whether we're going to do an intersection takeoff. And all of those are correctly set to now. So we'll press the send button. Queued, and then it'll say send. Your real name is Steve. Yeah. That would be a good ruse, though, Steve, if it wasn't. Might be a new Payware King Air soon. Really? I didn't know that. That's quite exciting. You sent me £1 million. Oh, I'll check my bank account, mate, as soon as it's in. Yes, absolutely. Well, I say as soon as it's in. We'll get in the air. Then I'll just double check that the money's there, and then I'll plug in my webcam. We all have our foibles and bomb. Yes, true. You started YouTube 6 months ago, right? Bit like DCS versus Falcon BMS. I've never flown DCS, I know nothing about it. I started on August the 17th. Thank you, Zach Gaming. There we are. 26 degrees in Malta. Nice. We're getting a bit of warm weather by London standards, but not till Thursday when I'm back at work for 12-hour shifts for 4 days, as is Sod's Law. But hey-ho. I'll try and get out in the sun a little bit tomorrow, even though it's not going to be that warm, I think. Ian, hello, welcome. I'm very well, thanks. Yeah, how are you? No self-promotion, please, Apple fan. The dev of the King Air showed some screenshots in the working title Discord. Look nice. $20? That's not bad, is it? What is the... Well, the A350 is more modern, but the A380 is more exciting, in my view. Well, I never. So I started on Indonesian Independence Day. Need some assurances that I won't just retire the minute I have £1 million quid. I give you my word, Harrison. I give you my word. I'll do one last stream showing my face and then I'll retire. Taking their sweet time to fill the plane up, aren't they? Still, it's realistic. It simulates fuel loading at a realistic rate. I think maybe in future streams I'll get some of this underway before I start streaming. But it's probably quite nice for you to see it anyway. I would have thought, just so you can see how GSX works and what may or may not be coming to MSFS. Hard style of the world. You're back. We are flying today from Belgrade in Serbia to Amsterdam Schiphol. Bye bye, Apple fan. I can't show you my face as a guarantee that I'll show you my face when I get to £1 million. That would stop people donating instantly. It's going to be a 2-hour flight. Realism is key, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I think it is update day today. I'm not 100% sure. I've taken my finger off the pulse a little bit, but I've read people being very excited about the update, so yeah, I guess it must be. Don't you worry, £1 million will get you a lot more than words, Harrison. Hello, Jenny. Nice to see you. Must be early for you, Jenny. You just got up. Look at this. You see, you got these ramp workers actually animated, moving in the fuel pipe hose thing, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. And we may as well get down into the first-person mode, avatar mode. Just have a little look at them driving off. And hope they don't run me over. It's pretty immersive, all of this. It's pretty immersive. And off they go. And now that's done, what we can do is get boarding underway. So we'll go to the MCDU menu, then ATSU, AOC menu, boarding, and we can request. So you can either put in a time when you want boarding to start, or you can just choose board now. And then request. You can do the same with catering and all kinds of things. You can spend as long as you want fiddling around at the airport. For as much or as little immersion as you want. What I'm going to just do while we're boarding is I'm going to fast forward the pre-flight events.
Hi, I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
So first officer is back from his walk around, and unfortunately FS2 crew can't sync up with GSX, so we're going to have to tell the cabin crew that they can start boarding as well. We'll turn on the cabin audio and the PA, and that will allow us to hear the announcements and the passengers boarding and all that good stuff, which further adds to the immersion. Let's get rid of this a sec. The shadows are shadows are good, aren't they? Back in that other sim, yes. You're arriving in the UK Thursday. Oh, nice. Yeah, Thursday's the day apparently. We're going to have temperatures of 20 degrees and quite a lot more sun. Here are the cabin crew boarding down the jetway.
Hi, the security and safety checks coming done. Are you good to start boarding?
Yes, start boarding.
Okay.
What's my favourite Boeing? The 747 by far. Beautiful aircraft, and I miss them. It's 8:17 AM for you, Zach Gaming. Right. So you must be what, East Coast USA, are you? Or Canada? East Coast North America? Right, we'll get back in, do a little bit more setting up. So we should by now have received our load sheet, our updated load sheet, and our takeoff figures. So we'll go to performance, And you can see all of the information we need to put into our perf init page, a lot of which we put in for our request. So we've got a 15 knot headwind. Can't have a 15 knot headwind. Not when the wind's 10 knots.
Place your large bags into the overhead locker.
It's possible I put something in wrong there.
Under the seat in front.
But it'll be fine. And then further along we have our V-speeds and our flex temperature and our flap setting, etc. So we're flexing all the way up to 73 today, which is quite high. Flex 73. 142, 142 and 146.
Ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Flaps 1. We're going to be using 1800 and 3300 for our thrust reduction and acceleration altitude, so we'll put those in. And the transition altitude is going to be 10,000 feet. So that's us pretty much finished setting up the FMGC. So what we can do is start setting up for the departure, and then we'll do our before start checklist. But in the meantime, let's pop back outside and see what's going on. So you've got passengers walking down the jetway there. You've got the baggage loaders in position, and the baggage just on its way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back down to ground level and have another little walk around so you can see how this all works. It's these little things. Well, so there are a few things that make P3D really shine in spite of its graphics not being up to the standard of MSFS. Obviously the aircraft, the quality of the aircraft, the flight models, etc. But also things like GSX, proper airport operations, people actually loading luggage. It's all very nice. I think it might be because it's an A319. I'm not certain. Might also be because I put the winds in wrong, which is why I think I've got such a huge headwind. Maybe I should recalculate. So yeah, this is what happens out here. And the noises. There they come. Thank you, Mike. Do you know what? I'm worried about those performance figures. I'm going to recalculate them. As I say, this is there's no huge rush today. We're going to try and get everything right. So we'll go back to the load sheet. We'll go back to the AOC menu here. Perf request. Runway 30. And the wind is 340 at 10. QNH is 1015. Temperature is 27. Not allowed? What do you mean not allowed? It is allowed, because that's what the temperature is. There we are. Maybe I clicked the wrong LSK, I'm not sure. Estimated takeoff weight, 64.9. And estimated Mach takeoff weight, 29.5. Let's send that again and see what comes back. Hello Brandini, welcome to the stream.
Morning.
Yeah, it definitely does have the best animation. Very noisy, almost like it's a busy air. Yeah.
Please place your large bags into the
So now we're just waiting for a new message. And because refueling's complete, what we can do in the meantime is turn on the seatbelt sign. I'm going to turn the no smoking sign to on rather than auto, and we can turn the fuel pumps on.
To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisles clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Hurry up. I need my figures. Oh yes, that's the other thing we need to do. We need to submit a fuel report. So once you get the 6 next to the fuel rather than the 3, then you just input the volume, and it should be, I can never remember, I think yeah, so it's 0.82, sorry, 0.802 of 6997, I think 0.802 times 6997, so 5612. It's possibly the other way around, but anyway, it doesn't matter, as long as you submit something, they're happy. Okay, our performance figures are in. Let's just check that flex temp. Flex 73. But it's saying a 7 knot headwind, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I did do something wrong. So we'll load them up and just redo the performance page. Make sure that the V speeds are the same. They are. The flex temp is the same. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'm reassured now. Never going to give me up. I should think not to kill. I'm quite excited, Jenny, but I'm also quite intimidated by it, to be honest. I think it's one of those planes that's going to be really hard to fly single pilot. But yeah, it'll certainly be fun trying. We'll go back to the flight plan page now and just check we don't have any discontinuities. We don't. Are there any restrictions on our SID? There are. So initial climb restriction is 6,000 feet. Tuva, which we've got in there. So what we'll do is we'll set our cruising altitude. There's no ATC online, obvs. Set our cruising altitude here, flight level 360. That's the boarding complete. I'll just fast forward the pre-flight events a little bit.
Hi guys, here is the load sheet for you.
What would be really good is if FS2 Crude could
Cockpit prep.
Thank you.
Have a great flight.
sync up with GSX, but it can't yet. So we'll do our before start checklist.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
ADAs.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
8286 kilograms.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Baro ref.
1015 set.
1015 set. Down to the line.
Awesome. Is the flight simulator? What do you mean? Yuta, it does look complicated, but that flight engineer should help. Yes, that's true. That is true. I'd forgotten about the flight engineer. A co-pilot would be nice as well. Right, so we're pretty much ready to go. In fact, I think we can be ready to go now, so let's fast forward all of that. Just a few more bits for the first officer to do in his flow, but I think we've done everything we need to. Oh, interesting. He turns off the external
Ground from
power.
cockpit.
Go ahead.
Remove external power.
Roger, removing external power.
I need to set up our departure brief. We're not actually going to brief it because that would be too weird. But we need to fill in a few things on here to make sure we get the right call-outs. Flex temp was 73. 142, 142 and 146.
External power removed.
Roger.
Transition altitude is 10,000. Thrust reduction altitude is 1800. And acceleration altitude is 3300. Cruising altitudes, flight level 360. And that's that set. Okay, no worries, Kazak Gaming. Thank you for coming. Hope to see you again. Okay, what we'll do then is turn on our beacon lights. Make sure we're tuned to Unicom, and we are 122.8. And we'll get going. It's one of those planes, I think, that is going to drive you mad learning to fly it, but it's going to be incredibly satisfying once you have. So let's just check that our doors are closed. They are. Check that our thrust levers are at idle. They are. Just going to give them a wiggle, make sure my quadrant's working. And it is. I've got a good feeling about this one. I've got a good feeling about it. We'll turn on our flight directors. And we'll stick the constraints up on the PFD. Just check the initial bit of our plan matches the SID chart, and it does. Pretty easy departure. Take off, turn left a bit. Bob's your uncle.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yep.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Cool. Winteru, hello. You're currently watching my other stream, Madrid to Manchester. 2 simultaneous streams. That's quite an ask. Currently doing a flight on IF from Morocco to Nice. Oh, nice. And then up to Sandefjord. Very good. What are you flying in? You and Mark are trying the helicopter tonight. Oh, nice. Oh, I love the helicopter. I flew it this morning from Oxford to London. It was really good. Well, we can set it to flight level 360, and the working VNAV will make sure that we don't bust any of our constraints. Although we'll probably choose to bust our constraints because there's no ATC online, and there's no point bumping along at 6,000 feet when we don't have to. Right, another message. That'll be our final load sheet. So we'll go back to the AOC menu. And it's compliant with EDN01. No changes there. Accept. Go back to our performance page for departure. Beacon, I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, turned it on, so let's do the checklist below the line.
Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
Did I say hello to you, Tommy? I'm not sure. I'm doing well, thank you. And hello to you, Pilot 2.0. Welcome back. The overlay above is Bene overlay. Hello, Anti Tadic Sutra. I hope I've said that right. Nice to have you here. Cyrus, hello as well. Right, beacon on.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Before start checklist
Yes, I do,
complete.
Tukiam. Right, so we're going to get GSX to push us back. Ryan, thank you for the sub. And Flight Sim Pilot, and Cyrus, and Torino PL. Thank you all. Welcome to Filbert Flies. It's nice to have you here. And Flight Sim Pilot, thank you. So you can even see this guy actually connecting the
locking gear.
Pushback gear. Sort of. He does a little jig anyway, close enough. Better than nothing. I think modern planes are probably more... Yeah, I think that's accurate, Mark. So we want to go nose left, tail right.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes. Release parking brakes.
In a minute. Just working out where we are. Belgrade traffic, Air Serbia 40 Victor pushing back from stand Charlie 1. I think.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Starting engine 2.
So we'll wait for these to turn green, then start engine 2. Austin XDev, thank you for subscribing. And Tukiam, I'm amazed you weren't already subscribed. But thank you anyway. AOT and Balsdu, welcome to the channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon. A very warm welcome to your flight today. My name is Norman. It's my pleasure to introduce the rest of the crew today. Right.
So engine 2 is starting. And it's really nice not to have to drive a pushback tug.
Set parking brakes.
Okay, he hasn't actually done a great job of that, has he? But still, it's nice not to have to drive the pushback tug. Usually they will push you back onto the taxiway line. That's very nice of you to say, Austin. Man standing in terminal. Yeah, they've got some people in the terminal here. This is an Orbx scenery. Yeah, got a few passengers inside. Quite a lot of clutter outside and things going on. How long is this going to take? About 2 hours.
Unlocking gear.
Yeah, Norman's flying. We don't unfortunately have a sound pack for Air Serbia.
Disconnected.
Your seatbelt is
So yes, Norman is the default.
adjusted and
And
released
also
as
the
shown.
EasyJet guy.
It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air
No, it's
supply
just me,
fails,
Jenny. I'm all
masks
by
will drop
myself.
From above you. Pull a mask
Milton,
towards you to
hello from
start the
Havana.
oxygen.
Nice.
Put the mask over your nose.
I was in
and
Cuba
mouth.
about 3
Hold in
years
place
ago. I
with the
really,
strap.
really liked it.
Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before
Left is
helping
clear.
others.
Right is clear.
If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together.
So we're just waiting for engine 1 to
And
start.
pull
These
the strap to
IAE
adjust.
engines seem to take longer
Do
to
not
start than
inflate
the
it inside
CFMs,
the
I think.
aircraft.
I think.
When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention.
Hello to you, Paul.
We
Welcome to
also
the stream.
carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight.
There's our dispatcher, casually wandering off, no rush, all the time in the world, and then he disappears. Right, so we've got 2 good engine starts there. Change the engine mode selector back to normal. Come up to the overhead panel, and we can turn off the APU bleed and the APU. We'll turn our nose light to taxi, and then we can run the after start checklist.
After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Don't need it.
EHAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
29% set.
Rudder trim.
So he'll even set our pitch trim for us, which is nice.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Belgrade traffic, Air Serbia 40 Victor, taxiing to runways 30 via Foxtrot, Golf and Alpha.
Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Okay, Damien, I'll try and remember that. If I fail to remember your name, which I'm sorry, I do quite often with people's names, I will call you hard style. Jeff Boy! Welcome, boss. Welcome. How are you? Oh, really, Mike? That's interesting. It's very interesting.
Flight control check.
Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
It's quite hard doing the old flight control check while you're taxiing without having a separate control for the rudder and the nose wheel tiller. This is exciting. This is exciting. Only my second flight in the A319 in the last year, I think. Been waiting for one of these streams. Grandma hasn't got long. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased it's able to distract you a little bit, Austin. Oh, I'm pleased. I'm pleased. Your arm's no longer sore. I told you it'd only last a day. Don't leave the thumbs up button grey. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fair point, Terge. Thumbs ups are always much appreciated, and they'll help. Hopefully, they'll help more people find my channel. You can also click the subscribe button while you're down there if you haven't already. Don't mean to be cheeky, but you may as well, eh? So, first officer's done a grand job setting our auto brake, testing our takeoff config, turning on our weather radar and predictive wind shear warning system. There's really very little left for us to do except call for the before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Wisdom of the Sky God, yeah. Yeah, it's not just flying that I know about. So you'll notice, well, you may or may not notice, I'm not using any thrust at all to get this moving. You just take the parking brake off, and it accelerates quite nicely, and we'll just brake to maintain no greater than 30 knots.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flat setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
V1, 142, VR, 142, V2, 146.
Norman's
flex
calling, but he's just going to have to wait until I
degrees.
finish my checklist.
V1, 142, VR, 142, V2, 146, flex temp, 73 degrees, ATC.
Set.
EHAM memo.
Take off no blue.
Down to the line.
Hello, it's Norman. Let's cabin secure for takeoff.
Thank you, Norman.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated. Bye-bye. Right. I think I've missed some chat. Willie's here. Welcome, Willie. How are you doing? Willie of the Haggis and Poutine podcast, show, the Haggis and Poutine show on Sky Blue Radio, for those of you who don't know him. And someone explain you what is Rickroll meme? It's basically... Has anyone answered this in the chat yet? No. It's a Rick Astley music video of Never Gonna Give You Up, which is in a song from maybe the 70s, I think, maybe 80s, I'm not entirely sure. And there's a bit of a thing of people disguising it as something else and posting it in Discord servers and on social media and other places to make people think they're clicking on something that they want to see, and then they end up watching Rick Astley instead. Do I prefer flying alone with a human or with a human first officer? I like having a human first officer, actually, as long as they know what they're doing, basically. But, you know, sometimes I also like to just fly by myself. I like a variety. I haven't done any shared cockpit stuff for ages, actually. Oh, Jeff, you're going to join me, were you? Oh, it's a shame that you didn't manage it. Never mind, there's always next time. Have you been sucked into P3D yet, Jeff, or are you still in MSFS only? Turned on my London to Chicago 9-hour video at 4 AM. Yeah, that's a long slog, that one, I won't lie. And neither will I be giving you up, Willie. 80s still, late 80s, really? Yeah, there you are. Very nearly, Mike. Very nearly there, if by there you mean the runway threshold. I thought you'd gone, Apple fan. You said goodbye, didn't you? And it was a crap song. Oh, yeah, it was. Well, it may be crap, but it's still... It's got something about it. I always end up watching it till the end, put it that way. May I ask how often I stream? Yeah, so it's quite sporadic. I think this week I've flown like 3 times. Not this week, but like over the last week. I've done 4 streams in the last week. But this is going to be my last one until next week because of work. So I do 12-hour shifts, which means I just can't do any streaming if I'm working. Still MSFS only, we're getting either X-Plane or P3D for the long holiday. Nice. Yeah, okay, good. Good for you. Alright, I want to put the brakes on. There we are. Right, let's do the checklist. Well, we'll turn the nose light to take off. Turn the strobe lights on.
Clear of traffic. Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff.
Belgrade traffic, Air Serbia 40 Victor, line up and take off runway 30, departing via the 2 Victor SID.
Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Cabin crew.
No, it's not a private jet, it's an Airbus A319. The last stream I did was in a private jet.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Hello, Ribbon. How are you? Climb said, I shall. Leaning towards X-Plane because you get a 737 and those toeless attempting it. I've got to be honest, Jeff Boy. If you've got the money and... Yeah, if you've got the money and you want to simulate airliner operations as opposed to VFR stuff, I think P3D is the way to go. It's just, it is a lot more expensive to get up and running with than X-Plane is. Six8, hello. Dingo, hello. Not you, you're already here. And what I meant to say was Ribbon, and I can't even remember if I've said hello to you already. But it's very nice to see you, even if I've already said it. So, we're lined up. Switch from nose wheel steering to the old rudders.
Ready?
AFA.
Take off.
Let's do it. Stand the thrust levers up. Engine stable. And up to flex.
And flex, SRS runway, auto thrust blue.
And this is where I have to try and use my rudder pedals. Which I'm still not very good at. But it's the only way I'll learn.
100 knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Autopilot 1 on.
Oh, that went alright, didn't it? Nice. Very nice. This is something else I would really love to see in MSFS, a flyby view. Right, we're past our thrust reduction altitude, so we'll bring the thrust levers down to the climb detent. And we'll start retracting our flaps, I think. Maybe not just yet. Interesting speed it's selecting. I will catch up with your chat in a minute. I just want to know why it's... Okay, so we're past our acceleration altitude now. That's why it was keeping us slow, to give us maximum climb. That makes sense.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember, smoking is not permitted at any time.
It is very expensive to make P3D look good, it's true.
In just a few moments,
and I probably wouldn't have bothered if I didn't already own a lot of the stuff. I fly the PMDG 747 hard start.
Can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks.
You'll find just been to the barber and now back to work. Good news on the barber, bad news that you have to work.
Debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we could be of any further assistance...
You've used all that Arab money on Ben's 30,000 bits. 30,000 bits! Good grief! That's phenomenal, Jeff. Phenomenal generosity. Angel, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Filbert Flies. Thank you for the sub.
Flap 0.
Speed checked.
Can I
Flaps
open YouTube
0.
and search? No, I can't, Kim, I'm afraid, because it's probably copyrighted, and I've already had a copyright strike for something similar. I use a joystick, Austin. I didn't see you, Demetrius, again. I'm sorry. Hello. It's lovely to have you here, obviously. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? It does sound amazing. So here we are. We've leveled off at 6,000 feet because that is the altitude constraint for this waypoint and the next one. The old flyby views from FSX. Yeah. Yeah. Can you request something? You've already asked me that. Imagine online student graduating aviation school. Not sure what you mean. Sorry. Looking forward to seeing an A319. Yeah, me too. Me too. I really hope that FSLabs do bring their Airbuses across. I really hope they do. They've said nothing about it, but you never know. Wonder if the MD-11 will make an appearance. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know. That's true, Paul. I just refer to it as flaps up because you command flaps up in the checklist. They're sort of referred to as a unit in the Airbus for some reason. Today you can stay for the crash landing. Excellent, Demetrius. I'm glad you'll be here throughout. Hello, F1 Racer. Welcome. Do I like Titanic? I'm ashamed to say I've never seen it, Ryan. And hello, Ryan Logan. Welcome. Have to leave now. No worries. Ugh, bad luck. Bad luck. I feel your pain. But I'm really pleased you could pop by, Mark, anyway. And I'll see you soon. What a unit, yeah. Indeed. I hope you're referring to the plane, Jeff. Austin, thank you very much indeed. Thank you for the donation. That's very kind of you. You have a theory. Once PMDG has been able to adapt their toolset, it may open the... It may. Well, they were talking recently, not only about getting the 737 out this year, but potentially also the 777. Was it the 777? Either the 777 or the 747. I can't remember which. But that's very encouraging. That sounds like that your theory may be reality. No worries, Scott. Bad luck on having to go to a meeting, and I'll see you soon. Do I have a favourite ship? No, I don't. I don't know much about ships, to be honest, right? Oh, we all are physics. IL-90. Is the CFD working on Aerosoft? I don't know. I don't have any of the Aerosoft Airbuses. You'll go to eat. Okay. Bon appetit, Demetrius. I haven't seen it. I just haven't seen it. I don't know why, honestly. I know it's one of those films that everyone should have seen. So really, we're supposed to stay at 6,000 feet until Tuvar, but I don't want to. So what I'm going to do is use open climb mode to get us straight up to fly level 360. And we can do the after takeoff climb checklist.
After takeoff, climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line.
That's true. Yeah, that's true, Willie. How many gigabyte for the GTX 1080 Ti that I use? Do you know, I'm not sure off the top of my head, Hafid. I'm not sure. To Do Got, welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Trying to remember how to give people a wing view. Oh, I think I have to generate some presets. I haven't done it. There we are. There we are. Careful. Wing view for you. That's nice, isn't it? That is nice. No, you ask me this every time, Tukiam. I still haven't learned Indonesian. Yeah, exactly, Willie. Yeah, the engines sound amazing, don't they? So we're passing 10,000 feet, which is also our transition altitude. So let's go back into the cockpit. Oh, there we are, and we'll set standard pressure by pulling that. Set standard.
Standard, cross-checked. Passing flight level 115. Now.
Checked.
You'll notice that it's still keeping us at 250 knots because that is the speed constraint for the next waypoint. And we'll just finish that off the takeoff checklist.
Below the line.
Barrow ref.
Standard set.
Landing lights, I think
set.
the first
After
officer deals
takeoff,
with. Yeah,
climb checklist complete.
he's done it. Arjun, thank you very much indeed for the 102.94. Oh, I don't even know what currency that is, but thank you for it, whatever it is. Is it a ruble? Rupee, that's right, it's a rupee, isn't it? Thank you. Petition for a custom Filbert Airlines livery. Well, I do have a Filbert Flies livery. I don't, however, have any idea how to create liveries, so you'd need to speak to Ribbon, who's just disappeared. No, not Ribbon. Ribbon did my animation. Yeah, someone else made my livery for me. But you can say I'll speak to him and I'll see what he says about me sharing it with you. Maybe it could be a Club Filbert perk, eh? I'm so ashamed that I can't remember his screen name. Honestly, I think I'm just getting too old. Hello Mansour, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it does have wing flex. It does. Certainly the this plane does. They don't all. Let's close that window for the sake of pretty views. I don't remember off the top of my head physics. I wouldn't bother with the 787 though. It's not terribly good. So you know what the world dangerous air crash with the Boeing 747? What do you mean by that, Ryan? Salam Yudis! We've got a lot of Indonesian people in tonight. It's very, very nice to see you all. No worries, Willie. Good luck with your duty. See you soon. I mean, I should have it. I should. Oh, thanks for joining the Discord. Yeah, if anyone else hasn't joined the Discord, there's a link in the YouTube description, but I'll also do the exclamation mark thing, and hopefully it'll pop up here. Comandante Vinicius, bom dia, welcome to you. Yeah, that's my work phone going off. I don't even know why I've got it switched on. I'm not at work, I'm just not very good at switching it off. How does the wing view of tools in Prepared looks like? So I use Chase Plane, which is a sort of general camera add-on, and I can show you a left over wing view, sorry, a right over wing view, a left over wing view, left leading edge, right leading edge, left and right trailing edges, so you can do quite a few. And some weird sort of exterior views, static port view, forward gear view, So yes, it's all quite easy. There's some weird cabin cameras as well. I don't know why you'd ever want to use these, but if you want to, the option's there for you. But it's different, Christopher. It's an A319 today, so it's a whole new, I suppose it is a whole new string to the bow of treachery. Hello, Aviation 09. Welcome back. How are you? And Christopher, I should say welcome to you as well. It's always a pleasure to have you here. I'm enjoying these planes. I'm enjoying the FSLabs planes a lot because they just work properly. I absolutely love MSFS still. I flew the helicopter in it this very morning and enjoyed it a lot. And I love the CJ4. I really like the CRJ. But for a good Airbus simulation, you just can't beat this. What did he say, Tukian? So we've passed our final waypoint from the SID, and so we're accelerating now to our cruising speed as we climb. Yo, don't worry, Aviation 09, don't worry about it. It's I know evening streams don't work for a lot of people, and also afternoon streams don't work for a lot of people, so I try and do a mixture, but I don't expect everyone to turn up to all of them. Oh really? Well, in Portuguese it means good day. Well, I never. What are the chances of that? Bruno, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? What's my favourite turboprop? Gosh, I don't know. I quite like the Dash 8s. I haven't got much experience of flying on or in turboprops. Excuse me. Nice and smooth up here, so what we'll do is turn off the seatbelt sign and sit back and enjoy the cruise. It's called Bene Overlay, Bruno. It's just a streaming overlay though, so I don't actually see it as I fly, it just comes up on what you're watching. Who's for a little bit of music? Yes, this is an Airbus A319, yeah. Good, at least one person is up for a bit of music. So we shall make it so. Gonna have a bit of Trevor Kowalski. We haven't heard from him for a while. Nice, peaceful, chilled Monday afternoon cruising music. You're playing PTFS. I don't know what that is, Eudis. What is it? Do I think MFSFs will work properly on a 4GB GTX 960M? Argent, I am hopeless with hardware. I don't know much about it, but my gut feeling is yes, it will. It'll just be a question of turning down the settings a little bit. So you'll have to sacrifice a bit of graphical quality for performance, probably. Oh, it's a game in Roblox. Right. Oh, good, Aviation 09. I'm pleased. Hope your studying's going okay. Well, they were both quite dangerous, Ryan, I think. I don't tend to like talking about plane crashes, though. I find it a little bit morbid. What does Y game mean, Siakban? I think the music could do with turning down a little bit, but I find it very hard to judge. Let me know if that's too quiet or not. Somehow that doesn't surprise me of you, Christopher. You're almost graduating high school. Oh, nice. The end is in sight, eh? Volume seems about perfect. Good, good. Why is my flyby not actually ever going in front of the plane? It's weird, isn't it? I have a bit of spot view. So I don't, the eagle-eyed amongst you might notice I've got new clouds and new skies. So the clouds should look a bit softer and a bit less pixely, hopefully. These are from Rex Skyforce. Thank you, Dingo. Ah, middle school. Okay. So that makes you how old? Sort of 12, 13, something like that? I love Marmite, actually, yeah. I'm a big fan. What about you? You're turning 13, May the 29th. Oh, not long. Happy birthday for May the 29th. So, should we have a little look at the route? Haven't done that yet, have we? Bear with. So here we are. Here's Serbia, here's Belgrade, here's that very easy straight out SID that we followed. And we are going to be flying over Croatia, which is where we are at the moment, just the northeastern part of Croatia, a little bit of Slovenia, up over Austria, over the Alps, which should be quite nice to look at, then over Germany and up into the Netherlands. And all of the ILS approaches at Amsterdam, or most of them, seem to have as their initial approach fix the Schiphol VOR, and then they take you back and round. These are actually very rarely flown like this in my experience, so rather than following what we've got drawn on the map, which just looks weird, what we'll probably do is a direct from the final waypoint of the star, the Norca 2 Alpha star, so that'll be our tip, straight to our final approach fix, and then we'll intercept the localizer and do the ILS. You've never tasted Marmite, okay. I mean, I like it, I do, yeah. I don't think you're missing out on too much. Here you are, Apple fan. What's a food sticker? No, they didn't last time I checked. There was no control on any of our route.
1,000 to go.
And this, of course, is the disadvantage of streaming in the afternoon in Europe rather than the evening. But I'll have a little look at VATSIM, see if we do have any control online. Got Munich radar. Don't know if we're going through their airspace. Oh yes, at the moment we have Schiphol approach. They've just come online, so with a bit of luck they'll still be online when we get there, which will be nice. And yeah, we're just sort of going over the edge of Munich's area of control. Actually, no, he's doing 2 sectors at once, so yeah, we will have a bit of control there. We might also have a bit of control from Langen radar.
Cruising
So yes,
flight level 360.
the future looks bright in terms of ATC, put it that way. So Marmite's very salty. It's very salty and sort of tangy. I don't know how I would describe it really. It's not like anything else. Mostly salty, very savoury and rich. Tablet Denver, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. Assuming you're here. Where is Eurocontrol based, or is it Euro Air Traffic Control? Eurocontrol is based, I think, in Luxembourg. Welcome back, Ghost Gaming. But I'm not 100% sure about that. Fox Aviation, is funny you should mention flying from Amsterdam to Boston. I was thinking of doing that route on a stream. That's very exciting. Are you in the PMDG? It's quite good for a sandwich. It's very nice on toast. I prefer it on toast. Butter melts in a little bit and it's... yeah, it's nice. Thank you for the sub, Fox Aviation. And Ghost Gaming, thank you for the sub as well. I'm pleased you're here to stay. You can also use it in cooking. It's quite good for stews and things like that, putting a bit of Marmite in. Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Now you've said it, Lars. I did know that. Based in Maastricht. Demetrius, welcome back. You're never eating English breakfast. No. It's, you mean like a full fried English breakfast? It's an occasional treat for me. Tego. I speak a very small amount of Spanish. Yeah, exactly, Cerebel. And welcome. I didn't know you were here. Do I remember my first sub? I'm ashamed to say I don't. I know there are a few people who have been with me since the very early days. Codename Mossy, he was one of the first. Samsonite, who I haven't seen for a long time actually, and I thought the stream to Amsterdam might entice him back. He's been here since very early on. Ben's been here a long time, Kevin's been here a long time, but no, my very first I don't remember. Oh, do they? Do they? Nice. Do I like Harry Potter? I don't have strong feelings on Harry Potter either way. I'm not a super fan, but I enjoyed some of the films. Okay, no worries. Good luck with your work. Bad luck that you have to do it. What do we think to this view? I set it up the other day. It's a bit different. co-pilot is always insisting on putting his sunshades down. I don't like it. This is prepared P3D, Robin. Oh, I'm really pleased, Austin. Glad you're going to be sticking around. I do know Paddington, yes. The first cold days of YouTube. Well, it's... the advice that I was given is stream like you've got 50 people watching, even if no one's watching. It's easier said than done, because obviously you've got no one to interact with. But talk a lot. Tell people what you're up to. What are you going to be uploading? I'm assuming you're talking about streaming here, but maybe you're not. What sort of videos are you going to be doing? I know, okay. I suppose when I first started, I didn't think it would go anywhere. I thought I'd just try streaming and see if I liked it or not. See if anyone showed up. So yeah, I didn't anticipate still being at it 8 months later, to be honest. Alright. Well, all the best planes do take years and years and years. I think it was about 10 years from when FSLabs was formed and started working on the A320 before that was released. I play both, Robin. The reason I play P3D as well is because it's got aircraft that work properly, basically, and the planes in MSFS, even with the mods, are generally a bit ropey. With the exception of the CJ4, which is very good. What's the sad news, Aviation Owner? This is a playlist by Trevor Kowalski that we're listening to at the moment. That particular track was Daybreak Will Carry Us. It's true. If I didn't have people showing up and talking to me, I would hate it. Yeah, it makes it a lot more fun. You and Budgie are really enjoying the music. Good, I'm pleased, I'm pleased. Is the Budgie asleep? Martin, oh, I'm pleased you're finding it relaxing. Nice to have you here. I do know the longest place name in Wales. I cannot pronounce it. X-Plane 11 has better physics than P3D. Possibly. I haven't flown X-Plane 11 a lot. I think it certainly simulates airflow a lot better. But I did find it a little bit too jumpy. I found it very hard to control the planes. This was a long time ago. And I think MSFS has done a pretty good job of sort of finding a balance between the flying on rails feeling you get in FSX and P3D and the slightly overdone, bouncing around all over the place physics of X-Plane. That's my impression of it. Ah, good, good. Oh, that is sad, Aviation. That is sad. Jenny, thank you. Yes, good reminder, good reminder. It's true, Austin. Especially, real life needs an upgrade of its sunrises and sunsets in particular. Yes, so do subscribe, do hit the like button. You can also make a donation, either using the super chat or better still, via streamlabs.com/filbertflies. And if you want to really be an absolute hero and support the channel with a monthly donation, you can join Club Filbert, which is my membership program. So there are two tiers, Club Filbert Bronze at £1.99 a month and Club Filbert Silver at £5.99 a month. With Club Filbert Bronze, you get access to the Club Filbert Lounge channels on my Discord server. You also get a custom emojis and a custom badge, as you'll see Jenny displaying proudly in the YouTube chat and the YouTube comments. And if you can afford £5.99 a month, then do join Silver, because that's even better. You also get a monthly private members-only live stream and group flights, so you can fly along. It's got a very different vibe to these streams. There's only a few of us, and we go flying together. So yeah, it'd be lovely to have you in the club if you fancy it. Oh, Austin, don't. If I feel bad if underage people are, if children are donating. I don't want to take people's pocket money. Donate again when you've got a job. Yeah. So I mostly fly airliners, and I'm pretty convinced that P3D is the place to be for good airliner add-ons, to be honest. But for VFR, then I'm sure X-Plane 11's better. I don't, Tukiem, no. Is that on MasterChef UK? Don't apologise. The donations thing is an option, it's not an expectation, and I certainly don't expect any children to be giving me money. I'd feel awful if you were giving me your pocket money. You want to be an A350 pilot when you grow up. That's a good ambition to have, aviation, I know. I think that the high-end add-on planes in X-Plane 11 probably fly very well. Well, that's very, very kind of you, Austin. It does, Alex. Yeah, it does. That's why I quite like having two sims, because when I go to MSFS after flying in P3D, I'm blown away by how amazing it looks. And when I come to P3D after flying MSFS, I'm amazed by how well the planes fly. So it's quite nice having the contrast, I think. But yeah, one day MSFS will have planes like this, and then I'll never be back to P3D again. No, I haven't actually watched MasterChef for a long time. It's alright, Aviation 09, it's alright, yeah. I don't think it's the best mobile flight sim. I've had to play with it in the past, I don't use it very often. I think RFS is supposed to be the best, but I'm sure someone will correct me who knows more than I do. Yeah, yin and yang, exactly, Alex. Spirit 001, welcome. Well, here she is. Nice livery, I must say. P3D doesn't by default have good landscapes. You can buy scenery add-ons which make it look better, which is what I've done over the years, but they're quite expensive. I wouldn't recommend anyone investing in P3D or in X-Plane right now, because Microsoft Flight Simulator has enough good planes to be getting on with. It looks better, it's cheaper, and one day you'll be able to have all of these planes without having to buy a single piece of add-on scenery. So I'm only flying P3D because I already had it. Hello Tom, welcome. How are you? Oh, that's very nice of you, Aviation 09. Thank you. Which bit of Serbia are you from, Spirit? Okay, no worries, Tukim. See you shortly. Why aren't my flybys working? Worst things happen at sea. was a weird view of the cabin. Thank you for the sub, Spirit. Thank you very much. Oh, you're from Belgrade. Nice. I love it when people who are from the places I'm flying from and to turn up on my streams. It's really nice. How did you find me out of interest? Did I come up as a recommendation on YouTube, or... Does it have the A318? I think Airbus have done an A318. So it's an add-on. FSLabs I don't think have, just the 319, 20 and 21. Flight time's about 2 hours in total. You can see how much is left on the bar at the top. And where's your local airport? On recommendation. Cool. Right, I'm going to nip off to the toilet and to grab a quick bite to eat, but I will be back shortly. What have I missed? Apple UK 123, hello. Thank you, Austin. I just had a bit of pineapple and some crisps. Nothing too heavy. Indeed, I'm not a real pilot now. You somehow prefer MSF's planes over X-plane. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. There's a good variety in there, isn't there? Good with the scenery and the simulation, but it's just too realistic. Lucia, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Austin. What's my local airport? Stansted, London Stansted. Without add-ons, yeah. Thank you for subscribing, Lucia. And also, gosh, a few people have turned up. Spirit, I think I thanked you for your sub, but I may not have done. If I didn't, thank you. Sartak, thank you. Inventor Lin, Erkan, and Thunder and Light Rain Sounds. Welcome to all of you. 1 million subscribers or £1 million. That's when I'm going to be revealing my face, Ghost Gaming. Siomar channel, thank you for subscribing as well. No, the clouds will never. I've spent a lot of time over the years trying to make the clouds look better, and this is about as good as they get in P3D, unfortunately. Hello, Akbar. Welcome. How are you? So we're flying over Austria at the moment, which means before too long we'll be entering München Radar's area of control. They're on 132.55, so we'll just get that tuned in ready. My local airport is Stansted without add-ons. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Did I drink tea? No. I have got some squash, some peach squash. You join the Discord. Your name in Discord is aviation.kmia. Ah, well, welcome. Welcome to the Discord. Thank you for joining. Are you in Miami by chance, Spirit001? I know, Lizard Doggo. I know, that's exactly it. It's tough, and I just want everything in one sim right now. But it will come. It will come. MSFS is not even a year old yet, and it's already pretty amazing. Your local airport is Dipolog or RPMG. Oh, I'm curious. I'm going to look that up on a map. Marcelo and Captain GL, thank you for subscribing, and Akbar and Danish. Welcome to all of you. And Captain GL. Good grief. This is very exciting, the number of new subscribers I'm getting today. It's much appreciated.
Hunterline 811, proceed direct clear rule. Direct clear rule to Hunterline 811.
Oh, I see it. Just looking at the satellite view, Aviation 09. Looks very nice. The fact that you have to buy add-ons is just sad. Perhaps I'm used to it. I've been flight simming for so long, I can't imagine not buying add-ons. For which plane, Ghost Gaming? I've done tutorials in the A320, and I've done tutorial in the CRJ and in the CJ4, so I think that pretty much covers it. I don't know actually, Demetrius. I don't really keep an eye on the traffic, but I imagine it's ramping up now with restrictions starting to ease. Yeah, it's true, Austin. Gotta get ready for... Oh, bad luck, Jenny. Hope you have a good day. Well, as good a day as you can have having to go to work.
7 Juliet Echo, no further ATC, monitor Unicom 1.
Do I watch Swiss 001? Occasionally, yeah.
Bye bye.
Unicom 122.8.
Oh, that's very kind of you,
Juliet
Austin.
Echo, bye-bye.
Do tell your friends. I don't know. I'm still staggered by the number of subscribers I've got in less than a year. I'm quite happy with how things are going. Obviously, I'd love to have more. I'd love to hit that 10,000 mark. That would be quite a milestone. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what more to do, to be honest. And I've got less time to do anything in as well than I used to. So I'm plodding along, making videos I want to make, doing streams I want to stream, and that's it really. See you soon, Jenny. I think I've missed some more new subscribers, have I? Xerox Gaming, yes. Thank you very much for subscribing. And Marcello, thank you as well. And Ted Berg, thank you as well. Welcome to all of you. And just a reminder, do please click the thumbs up button if you would be so kind. That makes a big difference to discovery. I'm told. I'm not really sure how the algorithm works, but hopefully it'll help. Oh, no problem, Austin. It's been really nice having you here. And yeah, I'll see you soon. I don't play cricket. I don't really play any sports, if I'm honest, Ghost Gaming. It's not my bag. I cycle and I swim, if you can call them sports. But yeah, I've got very poor... I don't know, I've never been able to kick a ball straight or hit a ball straight. So it's just not my thing.
60 degrees, 15 knots.
Never heard of them, Ryan.
28, clear to land.
Bye-bye, Austin.
Localizer service to go back, clear to land. 28. Your wings 1100, no further
you've got more knowledge about this than I have, Demetrius.
Have a good flight to Ukraine, bye bye.
Yeah, a lot of... Well, I think BA moved all of their Gatwick operations to Heathrow, didn't they?
Line 811, no further ATC, monitor Unicom 122.8, have a good flight to Neapel, bye bye.
Unicom 122.8, schönen Nachmittag, Servus von der Line 811.
Ciao.
You play cricket for your school in India? God, you must be quite good then, Ghost Gaming. Would I recommend the Bravo throttle quadrant? Yeah, I would actually. I would. It's the only throttle quadrant I've ever owned, so I can't really compare it with anything else. But I really like it. Yeah. How do I feel about the Boeing 777X? I'm quite excited about it, actually. I love the 777. It's a nice looking plane. Nice plane to fly.
Bye bye.
Oh my god, it's a cool flight radar 24.
Thank you for your service. Amber 109er.
I'm using a side stick, so I use the Thrustmaster T16000M. You can see what I'm using in the video description if you want to know more about my system specs.
7 Alpha Mike, no further ATC, monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a good flight to Brussels, bye bye.
just realised we missed the Alps. That wasn't very good. We should at least have had an external view as we crossed the Alps. Anyway, we are now in northern Austria, just west of Linz, which we might be able to see somewhere down behind us and to the right. Yes, I think this will be Linz down here on the river, on some sort of river. The river Donau, I think. So I use Epidemic Sound for my music, which is a £10 a month subscription service, and it's all royalty free, so you don't have to worry about copyright issues. And I've got a few playlists on there. This is a guy called Trevor Kowalski. Generally tend to go with something jazzy or a bit of classical music. I'm quite happy with my current hostess setup, to be honest, Ghost Gamer, but the X52 is a good bit of kit. It's true. Hello, Geeby, welcome. How are you? Martin, thanks for flying. Okay, no worries. Well, it's been nice to meet you, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, BA stopped flying from Gatwick. However, a few days ago, TUI started flying again. Ah, good. That's all very encouraging, isn't it? Go ahead, Ghost Game. Hello, Aaron. How are you? Sorry, I missed another subscription there, didn't I? Who was that? Andre and Aaron, both of you. Thank you for the subs. Welcome to Philbert Flies. And Ted, I don't know if I said thanks to you, but anyway, you're all very, very welcome.
Runway, Rakete Turkish 3 Bravo Papa. Turkish 3 Bravo Papa, welcome to Nürnberg. Taxi gate 11 via Foxtrot, Mike 2. Gate 11 via Foxtrot and Mike 2, Turkish 3 Bravo.
So that sounds like a good idea. Is he on VATSIM, your friend?
Munich Radar,
or your brother?
Raj 197.
Do you know, Spirit, I find it, because I'm a bit out of practice in P3D,
we've been
I
in
find
the
it
airspace for a while, my apologies.
harder
Radar
to land smoothly than in MSFS, just because I'm out of practice. But I'll do my best for it.
Unicom closing in 30 seconds.
Oh.
25, have a good day. Bye-bye.
Munich radar's going offline, isn't that just inevitable, just as we're about to enter his airspace? Click in any Greek or Spanish airport, you'll find 2+ TUI. Yeah, TUI seem to have really risen from the ashes, eh? I just wonder how many people are on their planes. I guess there must be a fair few, or they wouldn't be flying them. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button if you haven't already, and you can also donate if you'd like to via streamlabs.com/filbertflies, as much or as little as you like, but it all helps. And you can also join Club Filbert, which I've already spoken about, so I won't bang on about it again. but I will type !Club Filbert in the chat, and you can read about it at your leisure, or you can click the join button below the video for everything you need to know. So we're scheduled to arrive at estimated to arrive at 17:27, so just over an hour's flying left. And when did the real flight arrive? Oh, after that, not until 7:45 local, which will be 5:45 UTC. So we're not doing too badly. 13 minutes ahead of the real flight we're simulating, and 20 to 25 minutes ahead of our scheduled arrival time. So that's good. Yesterday they flew from there to Gatwick, Birmingham, Bristol and another airport. Really? I'm amazed they can find enough people to fly to all of those little regional airports. You're travelling tomorrow on the Bombardier Q400. I have to prep for a hard landing. Oh, are they known for their hard landings? I've never actually been on one. HG Simulation, thank you very much. Nice to have you here. Hello, Rodrigo. How are you? Oh really? Which airline was this, Ghost Game? Sure. There you go, Everride. Has that worked? No, that hasn't worked. For some reason it won't let me type anything in Restream chat. There we are. That's the playlist. It's my own playlist. You're welcome to have a listen. If it'll let you. I'm not really sure how Epidemic Sound works with sharing playlists. And in winter period there was not a daily flight from Thessaloniki to Britain. Not a single one. Here we are. Oh, bad luck, Rodrigo. I hope you're alright. I hope you don't get it. If you do, you won't get it badly, I'm sure. It's in Tanzania, okay. It depends what you're looking for, Aaron, really. If you want to fly the best, highest quality airliners, then P3D, definitely. If you want to fly VFR, then probably X-Plane 11. There's also a financial aspect. You can get a lot of good freeware for X-Plane 11, and there's a lot less around for P3D. Personally, I wouldn't buy either. I'd just stick with MSFS and wait till it improves. Ain't no flights to Belarus anymore. No, and rightly so. So they're flying TUI flights from Thessaloniki to Bristol, Birmingham, Manchester. Where else did you say? It just seems a huge number of destinations considering how few people must be on them. Or maybe I'm wrong, maybe my perception is wrong, maybe everyone's back to normal now, I don't know. Well, as I say, I wouldn't get either at the moment, Aaron. I'd save your money. Hello, Tiki, and welcome back. What food did you have? That's amazing, isn't it? That's amazing. So we're now sort of approaching Langen Radar's area of control. Let's see if they stay online for us. 135.65. We'll get that tuned in. Well, we won't tune it in yet, but we'll get it in the standby box. Meatballs done in an Indonesian way. Ooh, that sounds good. I am Rodrigo, yes. Can you fly to Chatter? How do you mean, Ghost Gaming? I'm looking at pictures of Baxo now. It looks really nice. You order them? Did you order them in, or are you making them yourself? I flew to Mumbai very recently, actually, Ghost Gaming. Can catch up with it. Do I have any idea how to fix this? Your A321X for MSFS won't work when you load it in. Says update, but you close it, doesn't work, and sticks to the default one. I mean, forgive me if this is a stupid question, but have you downloaded the latest version using the installer? Because it sounds a little bit like you're using the very old one that was not a standalone aircraft. So as of, I don't know how long ago, probably a month or two now, the A321X has been split off from the Asobo A320 and it's now its own aircraft in the sim. So I'd imagine it's supposed to do that. It's interesting, Dingo. Who was that with? Do you know, I have got plans to fly in Colombia with MSFS, Tommy, at some point. So I will be going to Colombia, but probably not in P3D, because I don't want to spend money on sceneries for P3D. For pretty much the same reason I'm advising people not to buy P3D at this point, in that MSFS is very much the future. Favourite future aircraft in FS 2020 will probably be the PMDG 777. I'm very excited about that one. No, because there's no scenery for it, Ghost Gaming, unfortunately. I only fly to airports that have either freeware or payware add-on scenery that looks nice. Yeah, I googled it, Tokyo. It looks very, very nice. But did you make them yourself, or did you order them in? And did you convert all the liveries, Aaron? Probably the best thing to do is to ask on the Fly-by-Wire Discord. They're quite helpful. Ah, you ordered in. Okay. Well, if you didn't convert them, then they probably won't work with the latest version. Yeah, there's some exciting freeware. I'm excited about the A220 as well. I've never flown one of those. As I say, Aaron, best place to ask these sort of questions of the developers on the Fly-by-Wire Discord. You'll get an answer very quickly there from people who actually know what they're talking about. Do we know what X-Plane 12 is going to have in it? What's going to be new?
Take full advantage of
I've never been involved with X-Plane, so I'm very much out of the loop.
With our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts.
Do I like Gordon Ramsay? No, I don't really.
Shop and save from the comfort of your seat.
No.
If you'd like to see any
I don't think he's a very nice bloke.
or would like to make great savings, then just ask us.
No worries, Aaron. Good luck. I'm sure you'll get it sorted. I don't like this sky. It's too vivid. Ben helped me sort out my skies and they were looking good, but this one is not good. Might have to do some more tweaking, and this is the other reason I like MSFS, because it just works. No one knows anything about X-Plane 12 about from one man who doesn't talk much. Yeah, I've got that impression. He keeps his cards close to his chest, isn't he, old Austin? I do know Uncle Roger. Yes, I do. Pardon me. Oh no, why do you want to cry, Demetrius? What's up? It does look too cartoonish, I agree. Don't know why doesn't usually. You accidentally opened my stream, you were about to close it down, then you saw how nice and comfy it was, so you stayed. Oh, that's really nice of you. Thank you, 610 Lagerfeld. Very nice to have you here. If X-Plane 12 is on the horizon, you're more likely to find out from one of the third-party studios. Yeah, he should be generating a bit of hype about it, you'd have thought, no? I don't know why he doesn't say more. Oh, Demetrius, that's not fair. That's not fair. When I go to Jakarta, am I going to visit Jakarta Fair? Possibly. I'm not a big fan of fun fairs, but now you've mentioned it, I might pop in. Is it on all year round, or is it just seasonal? I don't understand the question, Siomar. I mean, is the question, did I buy P3D? In which case the answer is yes. Yeah, that's the least they could do, really, with the amount of effort you've all put in, Demetrius. Will I take £1,000 or a collab with PewDiePie? I'll take both, Ghost Gaming, if it's on offer. I don't know. It's a good question. Which of those would I choose? I don't know. I've got no concept of how much a collab with PewDiePie would be worth. Depends if any of his viewers are the least bit interested in flight simming. Hello, Ben. Welcome. How was the gym? How am I finding the 319? I love it. I love it. It's good to blow the cobwebs out of the cockpit and get back in it, I must say. That's not the same one that the poor old journalist was kidnapped off, is it? Is this a second issue, Dingo? have to say I didn't read a huge amount about that. I just saw that it had been intercepted and made to land in Minsk, and that it had been marched off, and God knows what happened after that. It's too awful to think about, isn't it, really? The flight is 2 hours long. Okay, so it's always there then, Tukiam. It's not like just in a few weeks in the summer. Yeah, if I visit Jakarta, I will go to Jakarta Fair for sure. Oh, he played MSFS, did he? Did he like it? Was that your first trip to the gym in a while then? Yeah, we can collab instead. We can. Nice to see you, Tim. How are you? I haven't been to a gym for... oh, I don't know. Certainly since before coronavirus was a thing. I used to go twice a week. Didn't really enjoy it. One of the best parts about coronavirus was that I couldn't go to the gym anymore, to be honest. Talking about collabs, can you do a collab with other FS streamers like... well, I've never really considered it, Tommy, to be honest. I'm not sure how interested they would be in doing that, to be honest. Beluga 4 is airborne. What a weird and beautiful aircraft. It is, it is. Please, can you ask for an outside? Of course you can! I should have preempted that. I should have foreseen that you'd want to see the outside of it. Here it is. Now, I'm not going to lie. I still think the A321 is the most beautiful in the family. But it's pretty fair. It is pretty fair. Quite a nice livery as well. I've never flown Air Serbia before. You might be right, Ghost Gamer. Nitin, welcome. Thank you for the sub. I do have Steam. Yes, I do. Although P3D isn't bought through Steam, it's bought direct from Lockheed Martin. Good 6 months. Thank you. I'm glad you're liking the channel. Mind you, talking of collaborations, there is the potential for one. Not with PewDiePie or XP72, but yes, there may well be one in the future. Your favourite on Jakarta Fair is Monas Tower. I'll have to Google this now. How often do you go to Jakarta Fair, Tukian? Ooh, that's an impressive looking tower. Which is better flight simulator? Well, in my opinion, the best flight simulator overall at the moment is Microsoft Flight Simulator, followed by P3D, followed by X-Plane. But you could ask different people and you'd get different answers. But my advice, and there are people in this chat who won't like this advice, my advice is don't spend money on P3D or X-Plane now, because we've got good aircraft in MSFS already and more to come. It looks better, and it's going to be short-lived. Whatever you buy for P3D, you're going to want to buy again for MSFS in a few months' time. That's my advice. Flight Sim Expo UK 2022 UK Content Creators Live Panel. I had not heard of this. Tell me more, Willie. What do they want? You know, what do they want? What have I got to bring to this this panel? I'm certainly pleased you persuaded me to reinstall P3D V4, and I think you've made a good decision to buy P3D, because you're a streamer and you love it, and that's good. But your average Joe on the street who wants a flight sim and wants to fly planes, would you honestly recommend that they spend the 400 or 500 quid that it takes to get P3D to look half decent? Oh, it's one of your ideas. I thought it was an actual thing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not convinced I'd be all that interesting. Stood up at the front of a room at Flight Sim Expo. But anyway, if you make it happen, Willie, I'll come along and show you some support. I'll bring some merch. Expo 11 P3D end of life products. Exactly, exactly. What are these years of 2014 and 2016? What's that in reference to Kim? Oh, sorry, I've missed a lot of stuff. How do I feel about the 747 and A380 closing production? I feel sad. And of the two, I prefer the 747 because it's a classic. Hello, Colin. How are you? Sim update 4 is supposed to be out today, and that should make it way better depending on what they break. Yes, indeed. It'll either make it way better or way worse. It does take a while to load in, that's true. Do I transmit planes? What do you mean by transmit, Sioma? Be one of 5 panelists. I can hide on the corner. Right. Sounds interesting, Willie. We shall talk more about it. If you make this happen, I am slightly intrigued, I must say. What's the favour, Ghost Gaming? Tell me what the favour is. I'll tell you if I can do it or not. Oh, I see. Only in June and in July, the fair. Right, that makes sense. You can never escape that question. I tried, Ben, but you've drawn my attention back to it. It's true. Some people find a good study level airliner with systems depth feels more realistic. Other people find that a slightly less impressive airliner but flown in real world scenery with weather that looks like, it's basically whether what you see down here is more important to you than what you see out there, isn't it? That's what it boils down to. It's sad, Demetrius, I know. Matt, hello! Don't you worry, I'm glad you made it in the end. Yeah, it's going alright, thank you. How are you? Hello, Duacinta! Welcome to the stream. Can I say something on Spanish? Not today. Some days I feel more confident with my Spanish than others. Today is not one of those days, Tommy. Will I remember you if I become famous? Of course I will, Ghost Gaming. Of course I will. Right. That does sound quite good fun, Willie, actually. It does sound quite good fun. COVID dependent, of course. Yeah, and it did for me as well. Until MSFS came out. And now, as I was saying earlier, I love both. I really do. I like flying in this. I like flying in MSFS. If I had to sacrifice one, though, it would be this. Especially with the CJ4 and the CRJ. They're fantastic planes. And it makes me feel like I'm flying in a way that P3D never could, really. Anyway, Ben, we're both doing our PPLs, and we're both flying down to see Marcus in Stuttgart, and we're going to tour Lake Constance by plane, and then none of the sims will be good enough for us anymore. Flight Sim Expo, film a face reveal. Yeah. I could wear a balaclava, I suppose. Dear. Live stream from Jakarta. As I said, I think I've said this before. If we have scenery if scenery comes out for those airports, I would love to fly from Jakarta and around Indonesia. That would be awesome. I can't say anything in Croatian, I don't think. I used to know like please and thank you, but I've forgotten even that. Yeah, exactly. You live in STR. Where's STR? Yeah, the corporate pilot dad would get on a plane for that, I reckon, wouldn't he? That's true, that's a fair point. We'll still want to pretend to be airline pilots, it's true. Every A32 interview looks good. It does, it does. Where's STR? Is that... oh, that's Stuttgart, is it? I didn't know the IATA code. Well, you live near Marcus then. Demo 888. He took us on we did a Club Filbert tour around Stuttgart and Lake Constance and various other places by helicopter. And it was fantastic. Beautiful part of the world. Much more beautiful than I'd ever realised. Do I know where WADD is? No, I don't. Will those amours which those knights used wear in the event? Wear armour at the expo, yeah. We'll go... Oh, sorry, yeah, I misread it. I realised after I replied that I totally misunderstood what you're saying. We'll go on to commercial. Yeah, maybe we will. Who knows? Sky's the limit. It really is. I had a bloke at work trying to persuade me that I should become an airline pilot still. I don't want to. I just don't want to. I don't know why. It used to be the only thing, but I'm a bit settled in my life now. And I don't want to throw £100,000 at a new career. But I do want to fly real planes. Hence the people. No worries, see you shortly. See you shortly. Sengkareng in Jakarta. Right. Is that the biggest airport in Jakarta? Sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing it. A Royal Air Force A332 just landed in Athens from Brize Norton. Oh, Brize Norton is an RAF base near Oxford. I wonder who's going to Athens. Hello, Daily Dose of Aviation. Welcome to the stream. How are you, sir? How's the flying gaze? Oh, you're back! Yeah, it's going all right, thank you, Scott. Welcome back. How are your meetings? Was it meetings you were doing? I think it was Teams. How's about a virtual airline for my channel? I've thought about that sort of thing, Dingo, but I could do it. I don't have that much interest in virtual airlines, though. I like flying real-world flights. But if someone wanted to take that on, I wouldn't object, Dingo. Can I please make a review of the Dortmund scenery for MSFS? Was that just sim? I don't remember a Dortmund scenery for MSFS. Oh, no, a company called Arima. No, I've just had a look at the screenshots. I don't think it looks very good. So I'm not doing as many reviews as I used to because I want to spend more time flying. And less time reviewing, to be honest with you. So I'm just picking airports that either I really want anyway, or that I think people will be really interested in, and I think Dortmund is neither. So I'm sorry, it's going to be a no. Settle for a comfy sit if the corporate pilot don't compete me. Yeah. You lived in Budapest. It's a breathtaking city. There's a scenery. Yes, that I would like to review. That's on the list. Did somebody abuse me in a stream? Do you know? I think people have come on and been a bit rude, but it's quite rare. It's quite rare. Normally, Kaffel and the other mods sort them out before I'm even aware of it, to be honest with you. I wouldn't have to run it, nor would you. Who would then, Dingo? Next week you're actually going to have a meeting in person. Nice! First time you'll have seen someone from your work in a year and a half. Oh, that's going to be weird, isn't it? Weird but nice. COVID in the UK is sort of okay at the moment. But we're having a bit of a spike from the Indian variant. This is Prepared. Right, so we're not too far from our top of descent, which means, really, I should sort out the arrival. So, we're going to do...
You have control.
I have control.
All the ATC's gone offline in front of me again, but Schiphol approach is still online. Let's just get the latest meta. That we can get the ATIS maybe? No, yeah. In fact, yes, we should be able to get the ATIS through the MCDU. I'd forgotten about that little feature. Anyway, in the meantime, we can program in our star. Which should be the Norca 2 Alpha. Let's get that in and wait for the ATIS to pop up. 27, as I expected. EHAM arrival. ILS 27. And we're probably going to go via RTIP, not Akuti, that was yesterday. So we'll insert that and see what that's done to our top of descent. So it's still about 70 miles out, something like that. Now we can go over to our performance page and the arrival page, sorry, the approach page of that, and put in the details from the ATIS/METAR/ what have you. So the QNH is 1012. The temperature is 11. Wind is 250 at 16. Transition level, should have made a note of that from the ATIS, but I didn't, so we'll go back to that. Four, 5. And what have we got in the way of clouds? Few clouds at 1,500, few clouds at 1,800. So we're not going to have any visibility issues, I don't think. So we just need to get our minima for barometric minima, and they're going to be 188, which is 200 feet above ground level, because of course Schiphol is below sea level, which makes it cool, I suppose. So that's that done. We're going to use auto brake low. We can set that now as well, and we're ready for our descent.
I have control.
You have control.
Right, what have I missed? Where are we right now? We are, I can tell you, hold on. In fact, I can show you. Better to show you than to... Oh, we're suddenly in cloud. Wow, very high cloud. Oh, just a little one. Right, yes, let's have a look at where we are now. We are here, so we're over northwestern Germany, near a town called Warstein. And, yep, heading northwest, past Münster, and then we'll be crossing over the Dutch border near Gronau and Enschede. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that. That's where we are now. TUI flies to Kos interacting with the 767 from Manchester. Prefer the 737s because if you're too heavy landing you won't have the chance to see it. What's the difference in terms of you being able to see it? No worries, spectacular flying, if that was to me. Welcome back, Spirit. How's life in Great Britain? It's okay. It's okay, thank you. The weather in Amsterdam is pretty windy. Yeah. Yeah, seems to be a bit chilly as well. Rain showers. I know, Cathal, I know. Can't be helped. No, haven't encountered a Karen. This is prepared, Gamma. Hello, Satira. I'm very well. Nice to see you. How are you? Remind me where you are again, Ghost Gaming. I am excited about the DC-6. Yes, I am. A little bit intimidated by it as well. It looks very complicated, but yeah, I am excited. Yeah, absolutely, Willie. Absolutely. It's not cloud, it's dust of the coffee shops. Haven't looked at Atla. Don't even know where it is, to be honest. Accurate though, Ghost Gaming, I feel. Gosh, I'm sorry, I've missed a lot. You've been accused of because you prefer to miss a... Oh, I see. I thought you wouldn't... Yeah, right, I'm with you. Demetrius. I'm glad you're well, Satira. Tanzania. Okay, I'll have a little look. You feel jolly right now. I'm very pleased to hear it. Right, so... Let's look at our star. Right, so we're starting around Norku. In fact, we're starting at Norku. We want to be between flight level 200 and flight level 280. And then when we get to RTIP, we want to be between flight level 7... Well, we want to be at or below flight level 100 as we're in a jet. Let's just double check the flight plan page on here, make sure that it's got that correct. I'm sure it has, it always does. So it's going to have us at flight level 274, which is fine. And then at RTIP it's going to have us at flight level 100. Perfect! And this, of course, is where the FSLabs comes into its own compared with the fly-by-wire, because it has proper working VNav. Tell the cabin crew to secure the trolleys, yeah. It's only a little bit of light chop, nothing to worry about. I'm glad you like the music. And yes, I will be purchasing the DC-6, yeah. So let's set our altitude to 10,000, shall we? And we're fully ready for our top of descent. Double check the ATC situation. Excellent. Schiphol West approach. Ooh, Schiphol West approach. Do they cover the whole thing? I think they do. 121.2. Get that tuned in now, I think, so we don't have to fanny about later. And we can start our descent. Someone once told me that if you're not... I mean, obviously, ordinarily ATC would give you descent instructions, but if you start your descent a little bit before the top of descent, then it allows the aircraft to bring the engines back slowly, bring the throttles back slowly, and it makes for a smoother descent than just waiting for the top of descent itself. Ghost Gaming, no worries. Well, thank you for being here, and hope you can make another one in the near future. Ah, okay, I will at some point, Demetrius. Just been announced that SIM update 4 for MSFS will be launched at 4
Schiphol approach closing in 3 minutes.
Oh, Schiphol approach is closing in 3 minutes. not having much luck today with ATC, are we? Right, yeah, right. Sim update 4 at 4 PM. Exciting. I'll have to have a look at it after that. Finally, we're closer to the airport than before. We are. Different reaction to mine there, Willie, but I know what you mean.
Speedbird 444, Speedbird 444, information hotel, QNH 1012, pushback is set up approved. Set please, Speedbird 444.
So as I said,
293 identified, climb flight level 130.
as I said earlier on, we're not going to fly the full ILS because that's very rarely done. So we're going to go, I think, from RTIP direct to the final approach fix. Which I can't remember what they call it. Yeah, so we'll go RTIP to
KLM
Tidway.
685, no further ADC, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye bye.
So let's get rid of some of these waypoints, especially as ATC is going offline.
Schiphol Control, good afternoon, Ukraine International 104, stand tackle 20, request IFR clearance to Borispol, information, hotel on board.
Ukraine International 104, hello, you're clear to Borispol, Adnem to
So obviously that's put us a little bit high,
initially climb level
so we're going to use a little bit of spoiler to slow us down and get us down quicker.
Clear to destination.
We are using 27, Christopher.
Runway 24, initial altitude 6,000 feet, squawk 3146, Ukraine International.
I know, I think that as well, Willie.
Ukraine International 104, read back correct, report fully ready.
No worries, Ryan. Thank you for
International
popping
104, thank you.
Hello, Simon. Glad you made it. Welcome. Lego Owen is hella early. Sorry to get you up. You just realised that the A319 is so beautiful to your eyes because of the cockpit windows on the winglets. Yeah. It's certainly a good-looking plane.
Alpine 9 Echo Papa, ready for departure.
Alpine 9 Echo Papa, runway 24, clear for takeoff, the wind
Welcome back, Ben.
160.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, Alpine 9 Echo Papa.
Alpine 293, no correction, Air Berlin 293, no further ATC available, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye bye.
Unicom 122.8, Air Berlin 293, thanks for service and have a good day and sorry for the confusion.
Yeah, no problem, we all have to learn, see you next time, bye bye.
Bye.
Xavier 5696 on the blocks, bedankt. Hele fijne dag nog.
5696, fijne dag nog, tot de volgende.
We'll get the seatbelt sign on. And I think
on station Schiphol approach is now closing. There's no further ATC available. Monitor Unicom, frequency 122.8. Have a good day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing.
Okay.
Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed.
I probably shouldn't have removed all those waypoints until he closed, because that could have been awkward. But I did, and he's now closed, so we're on for my plan. Yeah, landing pretty soon. See you later, Takim. Take care.
The toilets are no longer in service.
I know what you mean, Tergay. I know what you mean. Should be landing in at 17:25 in the sim, so in about 17 minutes. So yes, exciting. Probably ought to turn the anti-ice on, actually, thinking about it. Even though we're not in MSFS, we are about to enter actual icing conditions. Oh, it's your home airport, is it 68 Whiskey? Nice. Yeah, it's a pity he's gone offline. But hey ho. I'm just going to have a look at VATSPI to see who's around us. There aren't actually too many inbounds. I think we'll be alright. Just look at the details. Yeah, I'm next. Oh yeah, there's not another aircraft due for 45 minutes after my arrival, so that's good. I do use SimBrief, yes. Cole Latino! Hello, hello, how are you? Oh, really, Turgay? That's awesome. No more ice build-up on the airframes. Excellent. Oh, hang on, do you mean the actual visual icing, or do you mean the odd behaviour when there shouldn't be icing? Or both? I should be a bit more clued up about all this. I don't know, I just haven't really paid attention to what's coming in MSFS for a while. Well, Demetrius, you might be pleased today. You might be pleased. My last landing in the A319 was quite clunky. Ah, Reese, hello, hello. Nice to have you here. How was school? The visual ice effect will be reduced to a more realistic view. Nice. Nice. And of course we have the Aerosoft CRJ update coming as well. I don't know if it's going to be released today, but quite excited about that. I think I'll take that out for a spin later on. What are you up to? Are you flying at the moment? Had to do a high jump in PE. Christ, that sounds like my idea of hell. But I'm glad you enjoyed it anyway. It is 3:34 at the moment in the UK. Little bit of wing view. 112 likes, nice. Oh, thank you all. And you'll be able to turn it off. Oh, that's even better. Yeah, you are prepared. While I was in the bathroom, you're watching a hard landings video compilation, right? Oh, I've never used JoinFS playing videos, 001. Don't know anything about it. Miserable. Did it go okay though, other than the weather, Jason? It is pretty beautiful, isn't it? It's not MSFS beautiful, but it's still beautiful. Oh no, I don't like the overwing ones. No. Stick to trailing edge and leading edge, I think. Better late than never, Ben. Oh, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased it went well. It's been a while for you, right? I'm glad you... It's like riding a bike, isn't it, really? Thanks, 68 Whiskey. It's beautiful. Oh, Jason, you flatter me so. Yeah, I've got to be honest, I hardly ever think of clicking like, unless someone tells me to. Good opportunity probably to invite anyone who hasn't yet subscribed to the channel to subscribe to it. There'll be many more P3D videos, many more MSFS videos, and I wouldn't want you to miss out. So yeah, click the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and you can also join my Discord if you'd like to, which will allow you to keep in touch in between streams and videos. Yes, sorry, Saturated, I didn't see your message. We are already descending. We're not far out. Club Filbert, Ben? That's an interesting question. Right, so seeing as you asked so nicely, I shall. Club Filbert is my YouTube membership program. And basically for a very small monthly figure, $1.99 a month for bronze or $5.99 a month for silver, you get access to a number of perks and the warm fuzzy feeling that comes with being a supporter of what I do. So everyone gets custom badges on YouTube, custom emojis, access to the Club Filbert lounge channels, which are exclusive members only spaces on my Discord server. And then if you join Club Filbert Silver, in addition to that, oh, I've knocked my throttles. In addition to that, you get a monthly private members only live stream / group flight. And they're always a lot of fun. Slightly different atmosphere to my usual streams, far fewer people. And we go and fly planes together. So if you'd like to know more about that, you can click the join button just underneath the video. Aaron, good. Thank you for joining the Discord server. I'll be in there after the flight. Is it only or the plane is going a little fast on outside view? I mean, it's going the same speed as it is on the inside view, I think. So we're going to be reducing our speed down to 250 knots before we pass below 10,000 feet. And because there's no ATC online, no one else about to worry about, we'll reduce our altitude down to 2,000 and let the plane take us all the way down to the glide slope intercept height. Turn on our LS button so that we get localizer and glide slope indications up there. Turn on the seatbelt sight. Didn't need to, first officer's done it. Thank you very much. That's alright, that's alright. I'm sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but thank you for the sub. Welcome to the channel. Well, Darlo is not the same, the first one you'll upload it. What's that, Shika? I don't understand, I'm afraid. By far the best community you've seen on a channel. Oh, thank you, Satira. It's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. Yes, I'm lucky enough to find myself surrounded by a nice bunch of people, it must be said. I know, Ben. It's revolutionary. Me neither, Turgo. Me neither. Tutlet, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the channel. And Chris Kavanagh. Welcome to you as well. A flurry of subscriptions, always welcome. I'm just going to check the old RadNav page, make sure our ILS frequency's tuned, because it's good practice to always do that, even in a sim which does it right, like this one. Yep, 111.55 is correct. Garlic Games, nice to see you. Don't you worry, welcome back. How's life? Yeah, I suppose there are one or two exceptions, eh, Christopher? Oh, FSLabs, for sure. If you're asking which I prefer. If it's a question about what I'm flying, then it's the FSLabs. Bit more speed brake. It's very, very slippery, this plane. It's hard to keep your speed down. Schiphol traffic, Air Serbia 40 Victor is 30 miles out, inbound for an ILS approach to runway 27, descending through flight level 72. Jason, hand first. Hand at 10,000. I think that's what we agreed. Leg, maybe. I imagine probably we're talking 100,000 if I'm honest. Maybe 50. Maybe 50,000 for Club Filbert members only. And because we're on an intercept heading in a plane that works, we should just be able to arm the approach mode right now. without the plane doing anything too crazy. I am on Unicom. Yes. I think I am. Worried me. Yes, I am on Unicom. Don't complain about the speed brake lever still being out when you can't slow the plane down. Slow yourself down, I should say. I'm talking to the plane. Things have gone a little too far this stream. You have more faith in me than I have in myself, Dingo. Excellent plane videos, I'm pleased. Yeah, I hadn't heard of this test to release thing. Is this another test you have to pay for, or can you just go and get a PCR test done normally? You just name a time when you're ready to be thrown into the VATSIM ring, Jason. I'm tempted to join you and mark for your helicopter flying later, though, if I'm invited. Yeah, I don't want to shoehorn myself in there. Right, we're going to set local pressure now.
1011 set.
1011 set. Passing 3,500. Passing final approach fix. 4000 feet. Now.
Checked.
I'm going to leave the music there, I think, so I can concentrate.
Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
EHAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Baro ref.
1011 set.
1011 set. Minimum.
726 feet set.
726 feet set.
No,
Engine
that's incorrect.
mode selector.
What I haven't done is set up the approach brief page in FS2 Crew. That's what's going wrong here. So our MDA is 188.
2500.
Or minimum, rather. Decision altitude is 188.
Radio altimeter alive.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Nice! Well, we're down good and early. Ready to intercept. And it is proper grim here in Amsterdam.
2000.
Yeah, real weather's on. Not real time, though. We're flying when this flight actually is scheduled to fly. Plane will ding about the speed brake if you go below the calculated speed. Oh, okay. It is good, Jason. It is a good sim. But it's about the planes. So we're reducing to green dot speed. When we get there, we'll get some flaps out. Same weather in Newcastle. It was like this in London earlier as well, wasn't it? But it's cleared up a little bit now, to the extent I might even go out after this stream, I think.
Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1 ideally before intercepting the localizer, which we just about managed. Flaps 2 and gear down before intercepting the glide slope, unless you're in a hurry. Thank you, Keffel. Much appreciated. I hope it goes well. Ooh, there's a stadium.
Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Gear down.
Gear down.
traffic, MH2 Bravo, take off runway 24, then a left turn out direct for ND, Schiphol traffic.
Schiphol traffic, Ukraine International 104, line up runway 24 and wait.
Schiphol traffic, Air Serbia 40 Victor, 5 mile final runway 27 Schiphol.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting landmarks, to be honest. Quite a nice surprise. I think that's a good idea, Garlic Games. I would recommend the same. DH Simulations, good afternoon to you. Good timing. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? Right, time to concentrate, I feel.
Flaps full. Speed checked. Flaps full.
Time to remove the cat from my lap so I
landing.
can use my rudder pedals as well, sadly. Sorry, Morris. It's a cruel world.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Low.
EHAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
I'm going to try and exit on November 4. Don't know if I'll manage it. Probably not. Don't know why I said that. Set myself up to fail. But that's my plan. And unusually for Schiphol, that'll give us a very short taxi to our gate, which is going to be Golf 3. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, I use the stick. No pappies. I see no pappies. That's weird.
Above.
Schiphol traffic, Ukraine International 104, take off from runway 24.
Continue.
Glide.
Yeah, I ended up a little high.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Spoilers. Reverse.
Welcome to
brake
Schiphol, he says as he wrestles with his rudder pedals.
Schiphol traffic is KLM 1121, push and starting at the
70
gate Golf 9 in about 7 minutes.
And here we are. Right, so let's just disarm the spoilers, retract them.
Schiphol traffic, Ukraine International
And then the
104.
first officer will sort some stuff out.
Airborne from runway
Turn the landing
24,
lights
climb
off.
inside level
Nose light to
350
taxi.
via
Runway
Arnhem
turn
and
off, lights
Sierra.
off, strobe lights off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related
Okay, and I'm just going to
duties.
pause here a
However, we ask
moment
that
and
you
look at where we're
remain
going.
seated
So that's
until the
November
fasten
3, so we're going to
seatbelt
turn
sign
right
has
onto
been
this
switched off.
first taxiway. Not actually,
Portable
of course, I
electronic
can do it
devices
as
for
I go.
messaging, calls,
And then
or
left
internet
onto
access
Golf, I think.
may
Easy,
now be
easy.
After landing
Please make sure
checklist.
that you take
Flaps.
all your personal belongings with you.
And I'll catch up with the
Set in
chat once we're
pocket,
parked up
underneath
again.
the seat,
Disarm.
and in the overhead
APU.
lockers. Do take care.
Thank you to those of you who are subscribing, much appreciated.
Smoking is not permitted
Espresso
until you
Man,
reach the
amongst others.
designated smoking
I'll
area.
catch up with those after we park
On
as well.
behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete.
Definitely didn't stall. No, definitely didn't stall. Right. So this is FlyTampa's Amsterdam Schiphol scenery, which is just fantastic, and I cannot wait for it to come to MSFS, because it's just beautiful. I'll have a little nose around once we've parked up. So many new subs. Thank you. Yeah, there's no sound pack, unfortunately, for Air Serbia for the FSLabs. So it's EasyJet all the way, Norman and crew. Schiphol traffic, Air Serbia 40 Victor, taxiing to stand Golf 3 via Golf. I said that because there was someone talking about pushing back in about 7 minutes, so I just thought I'd let him know.
Schiphol traffic, KLM 789, taxiing via Delta and Alpha, holding for 1124.
Thank you, Kaffel. I'll do it at the gate, don't you worry. Anyway, let's finish the
predictive wind
after
shear
landing
system.
checklist as well, sure.
After landing checklist complete.
There we are. I'll do it now. I always forget something. Wait, is he in Golf? Is he on Golf 3? I can't tell. No, don't think so. Thank you, Hiroska. Thank you very much.
Schiphol traffic is KLM 1121. Please starting from gate Golf 9.
I guess that's... it must be him.
KLM traffic.
Hopefully he can see me.
Not KLM traffic, sorry. Schiphol traffic, KLM 987, push back, stand, gate, Echo 22.
Schiphol traffic, Finar 1302.
Taxi light off.
Take off runway 24.
So this is the gate that was actually used by the flight day before yesterday, I think is the one we're doing. Still need to get used to the bloomin' nose wheel tiller again, it's so sensitive. And we have a safe dock, as you can see. A little bit to the left, but it's good enough. There we are. Parking brakes set. The first officer will go through his pre-shutdown flow. Oh, that's pretty good actually, isn't it? Pretty much on the line. Millimetres to the right, if that. And we get to watch KLM 787 push back next to us, which is awesome. Okie dokie, so we'll turn the engines off now. And we'll run the parking checklist.
Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
No, we won't. We'll turn some more stuff off, and then we'll run the parking checklist. Turn off the beacon light. Nose light has been dealt with by the first officer, so we've just got our nav and logo on.
Hardware today. Your doors are clear to open.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seat belts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Turn those off quickly.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist.
And there we have it. Another successful flight. Right, I'll catch up with your chat now, and then we'll have a quick look around the airport, and then probably be time to call it a day. Let's do the subs first. Who's subscribed? Todd Blomfelt, thank you very much. Daily Dose of Aviation. Xweri Langenberg, thank you. Ming Huang, thank you. Espresso Man 1000. Ared Bus. Ronin. And spectacular flying. Lego Owen, were you not a subscriber before? Anyway, thank you very much to all of you. It's very, very nice of you to join. Right, where was I up to? Ah, yes, thank you for explaining my setup, Cathal. You learnt that 3 little beeps after you disconnect the autopilots, indicating the aircraft going from Cat 3 to Cat 1. That is interesting. Very interesting. I didn't know that. Good knowledge, thank you. Proving yourself a sky god once again, Ben. That was a hard landing. Did you think so? I don't think it was, Ghost Gaben, to be honest. Love how the plane shakes. Yeah, I think it's slightly overdone, but it is nice to have something. Thank you, Jason. Sorry, Demetrius, I can only apologise. Every time I have to apologise for, well, most of the time, let's not say every time, most of the time I have to apologise for not doing a hard landing. Yeah, MSFS does need Amsterdam, definitely. It is way too default. It's not dreadful, but even as Asobo handcrafted airports go, it's not great, is it? It's true, it must be said. Where's GSX is here. It's here. It's turned up. Discord at 7. Oh, brilliant, Jason. I'll see what I'm up to. But yes, in theory, I would. Yeah, I'd love to. It sounds fun. Yes. Where's the thank you, Demetrius? With all my sim experience, how well would you consider myself flying a real A320? Ooh, I wouldn't like the opportunity to test it out, Parache. I suppose if I'm honest, I think I could probably get an A320 down safely, probably via an auto land, if I could calm my nerves enough to do it. Can you imagine, though, that the best option for getting a plane down is me with a bit of simming experience? That's a scary thought. Connect the second gen jetway? It can be done, Cathal. It can be done. I think. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Operate jetways. No, it can't be done at the moment, but theoretically, it might have been possible to connect it to the back. I'm not sure, I've never tried. Not very realistic, but possibly possible. Enough proving yourself now. Yeah. Sit back and relax, Ben, you've done it. I'm convinced. And my opinion is the only one that matters. Georgette just ate a pear out of your hand. Oh, how sweet. For those of you who don't know, Georgette is a dingo that not a dingo, a possum that visits dingo.
Before start checklist.
No, not before start checklist. How do you get the little man out? Is it Control Shift D? Yes, there we go. Not Control Shift C after all. Let's take a little wander. Bit of a wander and a bit of a slew, so you can see what FlyTampa's Amsterdam looks like. You wonder if I'd remember about landing light? I don't need to. I've got people for that in this sim, Cathal. Right, what we're going to do is just a little bit of slewing. There goes the luggage. God knows where they're taking it, but they're taking it somewhere. And yeah, this is what Schiphol looks like. The ground textures are what FlyTampa do really well, but the whole airport looks great.
1121. Taxiing to runway 24 via Alpha.
Oh, if I had to land an A320
Alpha 8.
I would be very surprised if I remembered the landing lights. Very surprised. But you never know, maybe I might enter a zone where I'm just so focused, like even more focused than I am when I'm streaming, that it would be second nature. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. Up here is where Samsonite works, and I thought Samsonite might put in an appearance when he saw that I was flying to Amsterdam, but sadly not. Yeah, anyway, this is where all the luggage handling happens, I believe. So there you have it. Let's go back to the plane. Via the land side, have a quick look at the land side areas. Pretty detailed, isn't it? Pretty detailed. And of course, a huge and impressive airport, regardless of the quality of the scenery. EasyJet's gone on the grass over there, not ideal. And the KLM 787 has turned entirely black. It's a shame. He might pop in again in a minute. Right. Let's exit slew mode. And I'll just see if I've missed anything else. Walking simulator, yes, what we've all been waiting for, Scott. Yeah, see you later on, Jason. Your opinion is the only one that matters. Mariah Carey. Propose that the next route be LORP to EHAM. I don't even know where LORP is, but I won't be flying back to Amsterdam on the next stream, but I'll have a look at that for a later date. Where is LORP? Romania. Interesting. If there's scenery, I'll look at flying there, but I probably won't do there to Amsterdam in the near future, I'm afraid. It's pronounced Schiphol. 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 What did I say? Skiffle, probably. Yeah. Apologies, Ben. I can only apologise. I believe you could land a plane with sim experience. It works in snakes on a plane. It's true. Good. Right, I'm going to call it a day there, I think. Willie, thank you very much. I'm glad you caught it as well. And I will no doubt speak to you soon. My next stream, unfortunately, is not going to be until next week now, either Monday or Tuesday, so there's going to be a little bit of a gap. Ben, I believe, Flightzilla, is streaming tomorrow. You can check him out on twitch.com/Flightzilla to tide you over. And I will look forward to seeing you on the next flight. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks to everyone who's donated and subscribed. See you soon. Enjoy the rest of your days. Bye-bye.